Tammy Sytch, a.k.a. Sunny, arrested again. I believe this is arrest number 145. She's been arrested that many times, it feels like. And this time, the charges are very similar to what she was arrested for last month. She was arrested in January for a lot of the same shit. She just came out of a pretty lengthy stay in jail after already having kind of a lengthy stay in jail. Every time she's been arrested and released, in jail or released, or in jail and released, she gets in trouble almost immediately upon leaving. So now she's been arrested again for, get this, number one, operating under the influence of liquor or drugs, driving after driver's license registration suspended or revoked, careless driving, likely to endanger person or property, reckless driving, careless and reckless, failure to wear seat equipment, responsibility of driver, driving without a license, failed possession driver's license, failed to possess driver's registration, failing to possess insurance. So no license, no registration, no insurance, wasted, not wearing her seatbelt, and reckless driving. She was driving again drunk with no license, no registration, no nothing. She has had multiple DUI arrests. And this is what makes me so angry about the legal system, is that there is no reason why this woman should not be in jail for the rest of her life. Forget the 10-year shit I was talking about. These charges, when you add them to all the other charges, it's insane. She's gotten no help. She's gotten no better. If anything, she's gotten worse. She's had restraining orders put on her. She's mentally unstable. She's got a huge addiction problem. And she's a complete hot mess, and how she has managed to stay alive this long, I don't know. But there doesn't seem to be any rock bottom for her. You know, and we talked about that last time she was arrested. I was careful to, express my dislike for Sunny and how she behaves, but also make it very clear that I'm not trying to have her die. And when you see people that get in this much trouble, how long is it going to take before that car hits a tree or hits another family and kills them? Or Sunny dies of an overdose, or she commits suicide, or something like this. There doesn't seem to be any possible positive outlook to this. Think about this statement. She's like 10 times worse than China. At least at the end, China tried. She was never able to really beat it, but she felt like there was a couple of times where she was in a good place. Remember, we would see videos of her and like, she seems like she's got it together. I've never felt that way about Sunny. Sunny has always come across like a hot mess, like white trash, like a garbage person, and it's embarrassing. And now she's arrested again. I swear to God, man, if we hear about her getting out of jail again, then now you got to start asking yourself, well, who's really to blame here? Because I firmly believe you chuck somebody in jail for a fucking decade, they should come out and say, okay, I'm going to try to stay out now. I mean, you would think after 10 years, not that you can't get drugs and everything in jail, you can, but you would think 10 years of detox should be enough to maybe shake this demon, but no judge has really thrown her in the slammer for any longer than a year. And I think it needs to be for a long, long time with no possibility of release or parole. Like a minimum of 10 years type of thing. Maybe people think that's even too soft. Maybe people want to go more. But I lost respect for Sunny long ago. It's been 20 years since I had even a shred of respect for her. So none of this is really shocking or new. It's just frustrating because how many more times does this have to happen before an innocent person is hurt or killed? And I feel like we're lucky it hasn't happened already. And by then it's too late. Sunny kills a family of 4 and gets sent away to jail for the rest of her life, fine, but that doesn't bring the 4 people back. Wouldn't it be better served to try to prevent something like this from happening? I don't understand how a judge on a bench, when she comes into the courtroom and he looks at this phone book thick list of charges and arrests that she's had over the last 2 decades and let her walk out of there free. Unbelievable. So we will monitor this and see what happens to Sunny, but I sure as shit don't want to hear any reports of this idiot walking her moronic ass out of jail and back home again, only to get behind the wheel drunk again or to do something else fucking stupid again. Shout out to Salamonster. About 30 minutes after I read the Sunny news, I'm making notes for my podcast and I've got YouTube pulled up and it's like YouTube new or something. Like I was on a completely different website reading the Sunny news, shaking my head. And then I've got YouTube pulled up and Solid Monster's video that he posted on Sunny from last month, from her arrest last month, was just right in front of me. And it was like 3 minutes long or something. And I never heard it before. So I'm like, okay, so I clicked on it. And the very first thing he says, he goes, Sunny has been arrested again, or as she likes to call it, Thursday. And then I look at the date of her arrest here and it says February 24th. And I'm like, well, today's February 26th. Let's take a look at the calendar. Sure enough, February 24th was Thursday. Hilarious. So I had to make sure I tweeted him about that. But it's spooky how your computer just knows what the fuck you're reading. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. So anyway, Sunny, I got nothing else to say about her. She's, what a disgrace.